Today we're going to be making stir-fry noodles, okay? Something very simple as well as quite adaptable, meaning that you can add different ingredients based on what you've got. Use whatever ingredients you like, vegetables. One of the key ingredients here is our egg noodles. That needs to be medium, and I've got some protein. So I've got one chicken fillet, okay, one large chicken fillet, which I'm going to go ahead and season, leave it a little while to marinate while I prep all my other ingredients. Okay, so that has been diced, chicken fillet, one. Okay, I've got some garlic here that was frozen, crushed. You need basically 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, what you call the peg of the garlic, 2 of them. Okay, so I'm going to add my crushed garlic here. You can chop yours next week or use the garlic press to crush yours as well next week. I'm going to add, I want to say half a teaspoon of salt, not too much. Okay, half teaspoon of salt. Rihanna, what's wrong? A bit of black pepper. Okay, and this is down to taste. I've got some paprika here that I'm going to use. Again, maybe roughly half a teaspoon. Some crushed chili. Okay, I like my food to have flavor. Okay, so I tend to add a bit of chili. If you don't want to add this, that's optional. If you don't want to add the chili. Dried mixed herbs, half a teaspoon as well, or if you want to use fresh herbs. And I'm going to add a tiny bit of my olive oil. Tiny bit. And I'm just going to leave it to the side here to marinate while I prep the rest of my ingredients. Okay? Quite simple. Mix that in. The person that would be responsible for bringing in the chicken, you can marinate your chicken from home. Okay? Slice or dice your chicken from home and marinate it and bring it in the school. Okay? Saves time during cooking. I've got some water in the saucepan. Okay? It's roughly to the halfway mark at the moment. I'm waiting for it to boil. Okay, so I'm going to increase the temperature on that. Wait for it to boil. What does it look like when it's boiling? I should be seeing bubbles going up rapidly. Okay, up and down. Okay, it needs to get to 100 degrees for it to boil. So please do not go and add your noodles to the cold water. It needs to boil. Okay. I'm going to add some salt for taste to the water. Okay. It's boiling because I had it on the heat before. Okay. So it's currently boiling. This is the noodle that I want you to bring. Maybe not the same brand. You don't have to bring the same brand. But medium egg noodles. And heard someone said before, why can't we use pot noodles? We can't use pot noodles. Please do not bring any pot noodles in. Please do not bring the small packet. I don't have any of those noodles that you have to make for soup. Those instant ones, do not bring those. Okay? You need egg noodles. Okay? Medium as well. Not the fine one. It would say medium on there. I'm not going to open this packet because I currently have some here that was already open. So I'm just going to take maybe 3 nests. Or should I go for the other one? I'm going to go for 3 nests of these ones. 1, 2, 3. Next week we'll have 4. I think 4 fits into that one.
Why are they called nests?
I guess because they look like nests. I like a bird nest. Okay. You have these other ones as well. Okay. As long as it's egg noodle medium, that's the main thing. So I leave that to boil. I'm going to say maybe 4 minutes or so. Okay, not too long because you're going to add it to your stir fry. You do not want it to become too mushy, too soft. Right. While that is there cooking. This is marinating. I'm going to be prepping my veg. All of these veg has already been washed, and I'm using a variety of veg. Even though I'm using these vegetables, you can go and make changes. Okay, I can see someone's face all made up already because it's not chicken and chips. Veg, quite important. Using my bridge method, notice how I'm using my knife. And then I'm going to be using my claw to ensure that my fingers are away from the blade of the knife. Okay. Someone has a question. Yes, Kian?
Do you have to add all the vegetables?
I would expect, I want you to add at least 4 different types of vegetables next week. Okay? At least 4. Try to incorporate your vegetables in your cooking. Okay? Think of the Eat Well plate. Think of your 5 a day, or should I say 7 a day? Questions?
Can we add pineapple?
I wouldn't add pineapple to my stir fry. Yeah?
What's that vegetable called?
Unless you want to go and experiment. I'm not saying you can't.
What's that vegetable?
But I wouldn't. This vegetable is a what's
Mushroom.
mushroom. Well done.
I don't like mushrooms.
There's no distinct taste in there. Once it's cooked, it's lovely in your food. Then you need that raw veg as well. Okay? I'm going to cut all my veg and I'm going to place them in this bowl. Yes, Nathan? You can. Yeah? Shh. I'm just going to cut these. I'm going to leave these in the shape. I won't be dicing them. I'll just leave them as they are. You can go and dice your peppers if you wish to. I'm going to leave them that shape. Okay. Bit of chunky veg going in. Normally I dice my veg, but I leave them as they are. My broccoli. Okay, it's important that when you're adding your broccoli, it's important that you slice the stalk, this bit here, as thin as possible because they tend to take a while to cook. Okay, they look like a little tree. Very nutritious. I'm going to leave them as they are. So the important thing is that you slice that bit there as thin as you can. At the same time, I do not want them to be too thin. All my veg going in there. Even though I remember I'm using these selection of veg, but you can go and add different type. For example, your bean sprout. How many of us know about the bean sprout? Knows your bean sprout? That's quite common to use in our stir fry. So you can go for bean sprout as well. Notice how I'm slicing my carrots. I am not going to be adding them this big into my stir fry. I'm going to cut them a bit again. I think these are going to be too long, so I'm going to go and... Do you think it has been 4 minutes since I've added the noodles to the water, to the boiling water?
Yeah.
Yeah? Right, let me give it a quick stir. Yeah, that's fine. That's enough. And I'm just going to drain. What's this one called again? Colander. Okay? Please remember that you're dealing with hot water. Please remember that you've got holes in there. So don't go and stand and pour it out on the floor or on the side. It's quite easy. It's a common mistake. So remember to hold it directly over the sink. Pour your water out. I'm just going to leave this on the side. I've got a heat-proof mat here. Let me just use this one. It's love using my cloth. Here, on the side. I'm going to use my spoon again. Right. So the key thing when you're doing your stir fry is that you ensure that all your ingredients are fully prepared. Okay, so you're going to be working in groups of 3s. 2 people can be cutting vegetables, 1 person focusing on marinating the chicken and doing the noodles. Okay, I am not going to start assembling the stir fry until I've got all my pre-prep done. Once all the pre-prep has been done, then it's quite simple. In the meantime, I'm trying not to cut my fingers. Yes, Karen. Okay. You had a question? No? I thought you had your hand up. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that off for a while and then I'll go through it. That information. I'm gonna in a minute.
You're gonna fry it?
Yeah, I'm gonna add it with my chicken. Keep questions to the end. Try to remember them, okay? Almost there, almost there. Alright, that's my carrots done. That's looking so colorful already, it looks scrumptious. Yeah, I've got my onion, small onion. And everyone should be confident in using the knife by now. We've been using the knife since the first lesson when doing your deli salad. I don't want to see any blood next week, okay? But I think I'm finished with my chopping board, my knife. I'm going to put those in the sink. I'm going to give my work area a quick tidy. Yeah. And then I think that I can start making my product. I'm going to ensure that all my pre-prep has been done. Right, I've got a bit of bacon here, okay? Normally I wouldn't add bacon to my stir fry, but I had it in the fridge. It was already open, so I'm improvising, I'm using it, okay? Remember I said initially that stir fry is quite versatile. You can choose to add whatever ingredients you like, okay, to it, okay? I'm just going to add my bacon here to my chicken. Alright, I'm ready to cook now, so I'm going to put my heat on. I'm going to hop the burner on. I'm going to say a medium heat. Medium. And I'm going to wait for my pan to heat up, during which I'm going to have roughly a tablespoon of oil. I'll show you what I've got in there. I may need to add a bit of oil depending on whether or not my vegetables are sticking or my ingredients are sticking to the pan later on. Okay, wait for this to heat up. Right, and I'm going to start off with my chicken, then I'm going to add my veg. And I have flavors coming from my chicken already. Okay, garlic, all the herbs and the spices there. How can we tell if our pan is hot again? Putting our hand directly over the heat and you can feel it coming up. Or I can smell the oil as well. Okay? We're not waiting for it to smoke. Alright, I'm confident with that and you can hear the sizzling sound. And I'm not creating any excitement and I'm not saying from a distance, I'm chucking it in. Okay, because that's when we have accidents happening. Okay? I'm just going to stir this, saute this in the bit of oil. The smaller you cut the chicken, the quicker it will cook as well. So try to Whether or not you're going to dice them, similar to what I did here, or Miss did for me, or you're going to be cutting them into small strips, like slices. I'm not going to allow it to cook fully because they're small, so I'm going to add my veg at this point. Okay. Alright, wait a few seconds. Okay. Your vegetables may produce a bit of water, so I'm going to add my veg. This is looking lovely already, the color going on there. What color is missing? My yellow. Sweet corn. I've got enough color there. Red, my green, my white, orange. So looking lovely so far. What you can do as well is to add a variety of peppers. For example, yeah, your green pepper, red, orange. Just take up. You don't need to bring all three of them in. Okay. So for example, the person that is going to be bringing in the pepper. If you've got 3 colors at home, just ask parent carers if you could take a bit from each one, okay, to allow your stir fry to have that great appeal, the color, okay, it looks appealing. Right, I'm just going to let it cook on that side for a little bit. I'm going to keep stirring, and I'm going to stir after, okay, but let it cook there. Let the heat penetrate those that are on the bottom layer. Then I'm going to stir. Yes, Joshua?
What the eggs for?
I'm going to add them. Yeah? Nathan?
This, I get Brussels sprouts.
You can. Did I say that before?
No. You said,
Sprouts?
You said something about peanuts.
I did say sprout, didn't I? Brussels sprout. Yeah, you can. Yeah? Oh, no. Would you add Brussels sprout?
They're too tough.
Yeah, unless you're going to be cutting them. If you like the taste, I'm not going to say no. Okay, but if you like the taste, I mentioned bean sprouts before. Okay, you know the bean sprout? Yeah? Brussels sprout. I'm not someone for that taste. You either like them or you don't like them. Yeah? But I'm not going to say no. You can always cut them. Say, for example, 1 sprout, you could cut it into 4. Yes.
For the peppers, should we bring half of each?
I would say maybe 1/3. Yeah, even half would be too much, but then you're going to be adding 1.5 peppers to the product. I would say 1/3, a bit less than half if you're going to be bringing 3. Right, that is cooking. I have a bit of liquid coming from my veg. While that's cooking on that side, I'm going to get my eggs ready. So I'm not going to crack them directly into my pan there. I'm going to crack them into this bowl first, okay? Just in case I've got shell, or there's speck of blood, or there's one of the egg is no good. That can happen as well. Okay, I'm just going to crack them in a separate bowl. Have that ready, Nathan. I'm trusting that this one is good, so I'm going to crack it directly on top of this one. They are fresh. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is see them. Not ready for it yet, but just prepare it while waiting. I'm almost finished anyway. I'm just waiting for these to cook. Once they are cooked, yeah.
Would you add cauliflower?
Again, it's up to you. If you like cauliflower, look, I added broccoli to mine. So if you like the taste and everyone is in your group is okay with that, then you can go and add cauliflower to it. I still need my vegetables to have a bit of crunch, okay? I don't want them to be too soggy. Okay, so I'm going to increase the temperature. My chicken, because they were diced very small, they're already cooked. Okay, increase my temperature. I've got a bit of liquid in the middle there, quite a bit. I think mainly coming from the broccoli and the mushrooms. I need to kind of allow it to evaporate a bit. Then I'm going to scramble my egg in the middle there. Okay. I've got quite a bit of water and I don't want to overcook my veg. I'm going to remove some of it. And this water is just coming from my vegetables. I'm going to remove some of my water. Now what you realize is that a lot of my flavors will be in this water, so I may have to add a bit more salt and a bit more flavor to the actual products. This is what happens when you add vegetables that may have a high water content. Okay, I don't want my stir fry to be soggy, so I'm removing it. Okay, it's a bit of waste because some of my vitamins are in that water as well. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and add my scrambled my eggs, beaten eggs, in the middle of this. It's totally up to you if you want to add egg to your one. Okay, scrambling it a bit in the middle first, and I'm going to incorporate everything in. And this is additional protein being added to your stir fry. Keep questions to the end, please, okay? Try to remember them. Right, I'm just gonna mix everything in now. Reduce my flame again. Got the side of the pan burning. I'm happy with that. Then I'm gonna go and add my noodles. It's important that you do not overcook your noodles, otherwise it's gonna be too soggy. You don't want your, or should I say mushy, your stir fry noodles to be mushy. Okay, allow everything to heat through. Then, I'm sticking to my gloves now. Lovely. Then I'm going to add 2 ingredients. This is a new one. Do you have an old one? I'll just use it. So I'm going to add roughly a tablespoon of dark soy sauce. Okay. Or you can add a bit more if you wish. Depends on the color that you are aiming to get. Okay. You do have flavor going in here as well, so you get flavor from your soy. So, oh, sorry, I'm not focusing. Right, so I've got my stir fry sauce. Oh, what was I doing? I would have realized eventually. Right, my stir fry sauce, and you've got these in different flavors. Okay, different brands as well, different flavors. I'm using sweet garlic and sweet chili and garlic. Okay, you've got you've got beans, you've got oyster, you've got sweet chili. You've got so many different flavors. Okay, and different brands as well. Okay, so you don't have to go and search for this one. You also have a satay one that's nice as well. Satay flavor. So I'm using the entire packet. I think I'm happy with that. Try to get every bit, all of it out. Okay. Then I'm going to give this a quick mix. And then I'm happy with that. Okay, I don't want to overcook my veg. Most importantly, I want to have a crunch, especially with my carrots, my broccoli. They should not be soggy. It should not be too soft. Quick stir, and then I'm going to turn the flame off. Okay, I'll leave it for a few more seconds just for the sauce to heat up, because those were cold or room temperature, but I'll just wait for it to heat through. Right, I'm happy with that. Right, want to have a quick look? I'm missing my sweet corn, my yellow color. Happy with that? Yep. Yep. Looks nice. Yeah? Right. Good.